Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. See by the title below, yes, this is on episode 4 of Boku no Hero Academia Season 2. And another pretty damn enjoyable episode. Sure, the first half is mostly them trying to figure out their teams, but it was actually pretty enjoyable to see who wanted to go with who. And of course, Izuku having such a hard time at first to try to, get anyone. It seemed like no one wants to team up with him because obviously, yeah, you're putting if you were to team up with him, that's a huge target on your back because everyone wants that 10 million points. To which at the very beginning when it was showing the score, I was wondering, okay, so first place is worth 10 million. What's second and third worth? Because I don't think they showed in the last episode. So when they were going up and showing the scores, and I saw third place 200, and then like fourth place is 200. Fourth place, third, and second is 205. I was like, are you kidding me? It jumps from 205 straight to 10 million. It doesn't even have to be that much to be an incentive to, want to get them. It seemed like it was just like a random number. It could have been 1 million and everyone would still go for them because those points, no matter what, no one's going to have accumulated points by grabbing everyone's to hit like, actually, I don't know how much points there are, but I don't think it would hit 1 million, honestly. Oh, maybe because there were a couple that were pretty high. So I guess 10 million is kind of a smart thing. I don't know. It just felt like it was so random and just such a huge difference, And it was interesting to see when the teams were going out that some people only had 2 people. So I was like, oh, okay. Of course, we didn't see how their plans, ended up panning out. We just got to see most of Class A going after Izuku, to which, of course, it was pretty interesting to learn and see some of the Class B people and that one guy pretty much having this whole plan to, let everyone, while everyone is trying to, all of Class A is trying to get Izuku, super just set on getting him. Everyone, including one team on Class B, from Class B as well. That one guy was just like grabbing all of them while they weren't paying attention. Thus, he has like all the points. And when you look at the scoreboard going towards the end, all of Class A is not even on there. I think the only one I saw was Izuku, and it should be Todoroki as well because he still had his headband. So yeah, Bakugo, when he got his taken, dude, he was so pissed. It's always so funny to see him when he gets mad. I thought it was so funny how when he tried to get Izuku, he literally was just blasting up by himself. I'm like, I don't think that's how you play this game. I think you have to stay with your team. Luckily, he didn't hit the ground, since his other teammate, like, I don't know, I actually don't remember him at all, but the bandage guy or whatever, and pulls him back in, and since he didn't hit the ground, it's okay. I'm like, oh, you're so lucky, Bakugo, because 100% they probably didn't expect him to go flying off like that, but luckily, or maybe some of them did, and that's why they put him on the team, I don't know, but Bakugo, he could go off on his own without you knowing at any moment, so good thing they had that guy coming prepared for, Bakugo's tendencies and everything. Yeah, sure, Bakugo looked really strong and everything, but I would not want to be teamed up with him, dude. His temper, he's just going to go off. He's not going to pay attention at all, and he's going to end up losing for your team. Going for Todoroki, though, that's probably a smart idea. Going for Izuku, I could see why people would be scared. It was nice to see, though, Ochako, best girl, hands down, no doubt about it. When she goes up to him, like, oh, let's team up. And he started the waterworks flying out. I was like, yeah, I'd be tearing up, too. That's your angel right there. That's the best girl right there, Ochako. And literally after, when she was like, oh yeah, you should team up with someone you get along with, and she's just like all happy like this, and he makes this ugly face, and she's like, you're looking ugly right now. And he's like, his heart was just like, oh yeah, heart squeezed or something. And I was like, oh yep, that's how I feel when I see Ochako doing that as well. Like literally, that was like, and she gets jealous throughout this episode as well. Like, I honestly ship them really hard, and to see that, those moments, obviously most of the time it's with him blushing over her, but to see, like, it's not like full on kind of thing, but you did see that she was getting jealous over, what was her name again? Hatsumi Mei, I think her name is, the support girl, to which she's pretty damn crazy, and she has a lot of gadgets that ended up helping. But yeah, when, what's it called, Izuku was complimenting her on all her, like, oh yeah, great mobility, and she's just like, well, I'm the one who was making us float and everything, and she's just pouting out, just like, That's the best girl right there. Izuku, turn your face this way towards her, not towards Hatsumi Mei. Even though I actually do like her character a lot, she's definitely crazy for sure. She's just like super out there, talking about her babies and talking about companies and everything. And when she went to go team up with him, it was all about Izuku, and she just didn't even give a crap about Ochako. Ochako was like, oh, she doesn't even care about me at all. And then of course I was wondering who the heck are they gonna make their, last team member. The whole time I didn't know if they were gonna have 4 people, but if they had 3 people, it was gonna be Izuku, it was gonna be Ochako, and then I thought it was gonna be Ida, to which of course ends up not picking him. He does go to him, of course, and it was pretty funny when they both went up to him and they're like, huh. To which of course he ends up saying no, because he thinks of him as a rival as well, not just Todoroki and Bakugo, and he's been pretty much following him and keep losing to him, so he doesn't want to do that anymore. So I mean, they're still good friends. Obviously he's like, you're still a good friend, but he's got to do that, so it's understandable. I can see where he's going by his side, and Todoroki's got a good plan. Bakugo's team, I don't know how they formulated what they're gonna do, but he's got a good plan. Todoroki, of course, on top, he's gonna use his ice power. You see that he does have like some daddy issues, as we saw he doesn't use his fire abilities because of his dad. Tush to probably go more in on that later on in the episodes, because he is one of the main characters now. And then of course, I forget who else he had actually, but it made sense honestly with his whole team. The other team that made a lot of sense was Mineta's team. Like, who would have thought Mineta's team would actually make sense? You got Mineta and you got Asui like hiding inside of Shoji's like wing things, like making like a full-blown tank. And holy crap, when he like stuck his head out like some horror movie kind of thing, I was like, oh my gosh, Mineta, you're so stupid. Him just throwing out his ball things, and then you got Asui using her tongue to try and grab everyone's headbands, which it's actually a pretty smart idea. You get the 2 smaller people and the big guy, and no one can get them, honestly, because you can't really use like full-blown kind of, I think you're not supposed to do like full-blown damage to try and hurt someone kind of thing. To which of course Bakugo did try, but luckily of course the 4th member I forgot to mention of Izuku's team, Tokoyami, he's a pretty badass. His shadow thing, whatever you call it, is like a pretty damn good defense when they're flying up in the air using Mei's kind of her jetpack kind of thing with the hover boots, and making them light with Ochako's ability, and then his mid-range defense. It was a literally smart strategy. That's one thing you always got to give Izuku, is that he honestly is really smart. He makes really good strategies. Obviously he was first place in the first one, and then it looks like there's a high chance he's going to be first place here, though obviously Todoroki is in his way right now. I'm super excited to see how that battle ends up going, what the hell Todoroki them are going to do, and of course obviously what the rest of Class A going to do now that Class B is pretty much taking all of their headbands. So pretty much I think there was, like I said, only 2 teams left in the top. I'm not even sure if like does this go even more less? Do they cut more people out, or is this for sure no matter what all these people will be here? It's just now you're gonna lose a lot of points and they're gonna be closer to the bottom? Or is it like slowly from top 40 something, I think 42 they have, to like they're gonna go to like top 20 and then top 10, top 5, and then so on till you only have one person left to win? I'm not too sure, but I'm definitely excited to see the next episode. So far I have loved every single episode of Boku no Hero Academia season 2. First episode really good, kind of gain us back into the groove, gain us back into the world of Boku no Hero Academia. The second one was good build up and everything, the start of the race. The third one, super hyped up with an amazing race. And this one as well, half of it was kind of build up, and then the second half, things are going down, things are staying into play on what the next episode will be all about. And that's of course going to be, will Class A be able to take back their points? Will Izuku be able to hold off and keep his 10 million points and stay in first place? Because that's the big thing. Will Izuku stay in first place throughout this whole tournament? Because he doesn't have to do that. He could lose here and still come back later on in the tournament, but I'm not too sure. I didn't expect him to go full on first place in the first one, and honestly I was surprised. I was a happy surprise, obviously. I thought maybe he'd get close to the top 5, but first place, no. And then now it looks like he even has a chance to stay in first place. I don't know, man. I'm super excited. I love his team. I just can't wait to see more, honestly. Saturdays are the best days. I already watched Attack on Titan. Loved it. We have this. There's recreators left. Edamanga Sensei left. Man, Saturdays literally are the best day for me, and I wish I could just like skip to every Saturday at this point. But yeah, that's all I really gotta say. Pretty awesome episode, good build up. Very funny, lots of cute moments with Ochako as well, and some pretty crazy shit with everyone formulating their teams, which actually made some pretty interesting, awesome teams. We got introduced more with Tokuyami with his power, and we got to see like a lot of Hatsumi Mei as well. So I'm definitely happy that we are getting to see like all these other different heroes that we didn't really get to see as much in the first season, and seeing them come more into the limelight in this one. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. So if you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And until next time, guys, see ya.